Let's go and walk from my orchid garden.
Shall we?
I'm not going.
You're not going?
Nope.
Okay, then it's me. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Look here. Hello, YouTube. It's me. Let's go and walk and see what's out there. It's afternoon. I finished loading Etsy shop with the pottery, so let's take a look what's blooming. So last time we did the walkthrough, it came up to be a longer one because, you know, since it started raining, it started really, they're just popping here and there. They love the rain. So, and before, and I do not trust my memory for a second, before we go and see the blooms, there are a couple of things that you asked me about. There is an item in my Etsy store that we call ice cream cone. Here's a really good model for it. It's a dancing phalaenopsis, let's call it. So, what is good to use in an ice cream cone? And the only reason why we call it ice cream cone because it resembles it, and I need, you know, some name for it. And you see, this was a phalaenopsis that I rescued on one of the shelves in whatever it was, Walmart, Publix, one of those stores, and I just stuck it in. No medium, nothing. This is one. There is definitely more. This is a Cattleya. Same thing, bare root. This one was actually a very good example of my I call it sometimers, not all-timers, but sometimers. I put that bare root thing, it was a cutting that I was gifted by Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. And I just stuck it in there, and I promised the plant I'll be back. Yes, and I was back, but I was back in like a month and a half, and it settled in very nicely. So these are a couple of examples. I do have more somewhere, but I think it kind of explains to you, you need something with a good root system, okay? The Paphiopedilums probably not, because it's really, you know, their roots are really tiny. No bulbos, but something that loves mounting will really enjoy it, okay? So let's go. And it's kind of becoming normal for me to walk in into the greenhouse and be greeted by, let's call them Chang brothers. This bulbophyllum is called Wilbur Chang. I don't see the tag. That's how it happens here. And this is sequential bloomer. Let me put him back. He was so nicely there. And as you can see, and if you follow me, you know by now that they're almost in every video, because since I had it, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th flower. And first they were not kind of parallel blooming, but then they decided to do it at the same time. So it does stink like a bulbophyllum supposed to. I smelled it once, thank you very much. Not doing it again, but besides the flowers, there's a happy stuff happening here. So Wilbur Chang, you clearly are one of my favorite Wilburs, I guess. Brother Changs, we're gonna call them. Okay, so, and yes, speaking about my visitors that come and do stuff in there. Look at it. We had a party. Okay, you know what, guys? I do have a camera, and this is not funny anymore. And I will put the camera. I have that wildlife camera. It's just, again, lazy me. And those are getting really some serious parties here. Look at that. Woohoo! Yeah. Beastie, get ready. You know what they say, do not wake up the Russian bear. Just saying, okay? Non particular reason. this lady is on her last days. She's been gorgeous. Her name is, it's Acklandii and Tossapole Spot from Saroa Orchid. Okay, so I'm waiting here on a really big bloom to happen, and it is this one. She definitely needs a new pot, but she's one of those larger plants that, you know, keep overgrowing no matter what. So now we'll have to wait until she's done blooming, and I will not tell you her name. There's no tag. I know for 400% she's from Suncoast, Jim Roberts, Florida Suncoast. And when she blooms, every time Jim says I want her back. So she's gorgeous. Let's go see our beautiful mess. Yeah, that thing does not like dendrobiums. There's some kind of personal vendetta happening here. So this beautiful boy or girl is trying to bloom. Oh, look, we're pulling out plants out of the pots. There's some kind of iguana apprentice class, Orchids 101 happening here after dark. Yeah, I am so funny. Just forget the fact that it's not funny, because the thing, well, you know, healthy animals is a good thing too. So nowadays I'm trying to find positive in everything, because Jesus, there's nothing positive happening. I caught myself on, and you probably noticed that I don't have so many videos anymore. Guys, I don't want to go out. Those masks, and I know they're needed and all that good stuff, but it's just the reality of our life, how crazy it is now. So I have my Martha, I have my crazy dogs, I have you telling me how amazing I am, and my wonderful friends and my good part of the family. These are Florida stars from, again, Suncoast. Gorgeous, isn't it? Large flowers. Look, it's almost the size of half of my hand. There is some kind of fragrance, very mild. Maybe at night. I'm sure there's Brassavola in this cross. Maybe at night it's a little. Maybe that's why my animal comes here. Yeah. So, but I will try. I'm working on myself. We will go. And there's actually some good signs. There's one show that have been announced. It's a smaller orchid society called Rich Orchid Society, and they announced that they will have a show. It's at the end of September, yeah, or August, something like that. Now I'm thinking, no, it is September, and I'm really planning on going. It's not that far, some 80 miles. 80 miles is nothing. And this beauty keeps going and doing her beautiful blooming thing. There is her name for you. Okay, and the rest of them, this one, this has been thinking for a while, so gotta be Acklandii something. Also I'm missing a tag. So okay, but last time, because I was like running out of time, I missed a couple of beautiful new orchids that happen in here. She is such a good girl, let me tell you. Blooms very regularly. I'd say every 3-4 months I have a flower. Is absolutely gorgeous. This little tiny thing. The tag is crumbling, and it's one of those crazy names. Come on. That's the name, guys. Whereupon Falor. Okay. Did it today for today. And they are very delicate, smaller, but really bright and really happy. And she will stay open for a while. So the other Vanda that I think I showed you briefly was this beautiful purple girl. I want to say, oh no, actually this is also from Goodwin Orchids. It's one place where I would like to go. They're located in Florida. And this is all their information. I do not believe they have a website. As a website, you just call them and tell them what you want. The name is right here. Pure Wax Blue. They were speakers at our Orchid Society, and we fell in love with this company. I did. I'm not gonna say for everybody, but pretty much. Trying to turn her so that the light is better. Okay, then also there was a question. And then Mimi Palmer is still there. She's on her last days, but she's there. Also about my pottery, somebody was asking what do I mean by Vanda tubes. Vanda tube is basically a bottomless pot. Here's one sample for you. This one was a totally dying Vanda a year ago, and you can see she's, oh, it's actually the same kind of family, Pure Wax also. She settled in. Look at these stinky fat roots. Yum. And another one is right here. See, they basically they sit in it instead of using these plastic baskets that work just fine. But there are lots of us apparently that like it pretty. So I make these kind of tubes, and I just made a couple. It will be available, you know, as I go, I put them on my Etsy shop. Look at this girl. Look at that throat. Yeah, and this is my old time. It's probably one of my first tubes that I've ever met, and this is one of my most favorite bloomers, and little tiny Vandas. She blooms very regularly for me from moths. Yeah, so this is the tubes. There's one more. So basically, it will last you a long time if you don't bang it on the concrete again. And they seem to like the idea. It keeps the moisture for them a little bit versus plastic. And then I don't know how is it by you, but in Florida plastic starts breaking after. Ooh, look at that baby. This baby likes a little brownie plaque. Yeah, so there's one more actually trying to open up, and that one is gorgeous, again from Goodwin Orchids. Yeah, so that is the pottery, a little bit update of you guys asking. Let's check on my Neo Phoenicias. I think they like it. That was also my experiment, and now it's one of the hot selling items in my Etsy shop. One night I decided just to try to make a cute Neo Phoenicia pot. These Neo Phoenicias are from amazing Jason Fisher, Orchid Limited. There's all info. They do have a wonderful website. Jason has lots of videos about how to repot. I did try to make that, whatever they call it, hill or whatever, bump. I did not have the proper moss, so it does look like a joke. But these girls are not feeling well after I repotted them. I think they're liking it. See, there's lots of drainage, and they're happy. So, other than that, new blooming, my bright The Psycho Bright is happy, but nothing to talk about. These boys and girls, I don't know. Cattleyas are. I've been a little bit slacking on fertilizing, so I will see the results. This is my Syncopia, and as you can see, we had rain last night, itty bitty rain, okay? And if this thing will bloom, that will be a miracle. My friend Josh gave it to me, and he said I can't take her anymore. She is not blooming, and if you've seen Josh's garden and my videos, look at her. How pretty is she? Isn't she? If he gives up, then, you know. I took her, and she's been meh. But you know what? I just noticed a new growth right here. And she's also some kind of clandy eye or something like that. Calamato. I don't like these metal tags. People say you can see everything. I see nothing on them. But anyhow, so let's see what else we can find with you. Here's one more of the ice cream cones for you. So you see the Phalaenopsis is totally having a party in there. Okay, here our girl from the last video. She's in a really good light here right now. One of the Encyclias. I wanted to smell her. She smells like a cotton candy. And no need to run and grab that crispy, Rice Krispie. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Somebody told me right after I said it, she had to go and run and get something. Oh, mosquitoes are pure pleasure. Love, love, love my wildlife. Okay, boys and girls, I think the Lycoste section is looking wonderful. Not much of a action, but they are happy. There's lots of leaf and new spikes. Oh, you know what I wanted to check? There's one Rancostylis that last time I noticed had a spike. And this is also from Moats. Yay! There we go. And that one is a gorgeous, that Bangkok something, sunset. Sunset, I'm even right. Pereira. Okay. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Pereira, okay? And she is, I wanna move those leaves out because the metal part kind of was touching the spike. This actually is one of my favorite companies. It's Nature's Relic. They're also out of Florida, and all they do is wood mounts from that aged cypress, I want to say. Absolutely gorgeous, organic, beautiful mounts. Also, I am not positive they're shipping. I know you can go to their place, and there's somewhere here in southern Florida as well. So, kind of, you know, everything the same. Some new things. This is still thinking. So, new growth right here. And I can tell you for a fact it was Mr. Bruce who did that. It's looks like him. This section over here, my boys and girls are doing well. Yeah, we will visit her. When I say we, I mean me and my pineapple. Guys, I cannot tell you how go away, ant. How does this thing smell? It's just, you don't want to eat it. You want to sit and smell it. Isn't he gorgeous or handsome? I don't know. Yeah, Big Mama doing her thing. Absolutely stunning still and will be for a while. This is the beauty of Encyclias. Oh, and she also smells heavenly. Okay, I hope there's no geckos jumping out. And I'm screaming at you like a crazy maniac. There she is, my beautiful girl. She's an event. You can just come here and stand, and she's a good listener too, by the way, so we talk a lot. She's turning her head away. Smells just to die for. Okay, boys and girls, I think me and my pineapple are done for today. I will try to find us something more fun than just walking around with me and my pineapple, which I'm sure is lots of fun, but I know there is more out there. And I hope you're doing well, my little dendrobiums here. And my started and not finished project are doing pretty well, starting to get ready to bloom. Yeah, so stay safe. Have fun as possible. Me and Martha are going to the fountain because she needs to get her energy out. Okay, so you have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I talk to you soon. Bye bye.